everyone, welcome to Provocative by Phil and this is Sagarika Babu. This video is about digestive system. What is digestion? Digestion is the breakdown of complex food molecules into simple substances. Okay, what are the complex food molecules? Carbohydrates, proteins and fats. Fine. Carbohydrates break down into sugars or glucose. Protein break down into amino acids. Fat break down into fatty acid and glycerol. Okay, this process of breaking down into complex food molecules into simple substances is digestion. Okay, fine. So what are the structures present in the digestive system? It consists of alimentary canal and associated glands. What is alimentary canal? It is 6 to 9 meters long. It comprises of mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Okay, these structures comprises to form alimentary canal. Your food travels in this sequence. Okay, mouth, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine, rectum, anus. Okay, and okay, this is alimentary canal. What are the associated glands present? Salivary glands, liver, pancreas. Okay, liver, pancreas, salivary glands. These three are the associated glands. Okay, these all comprises to form digestive system. Okay, what are the other substances present? What are the other structures present here? Tongue, epiglottis. This is epiglottis, and gallbladder, which is present in the liver, and your small intestine is consist of three parts: duodenum, jejunum, ileum. Okay, duodenum, jejunum, ileum, and your large intestine consists of cecum. It has a substance called appendix. Okay, your large intestine consists of three parts: cecum, colon, rectum. Okay, colon again further divided into ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, sigmoid colon. Okay, and rectum. So this is a large intestine. Okay, now we learned about what are the structures present in the digestive system. Now let's learn about the role of each structures in the digestive system. Fine. Come on, let's learn. Starting point for your digestion is mouth. Okay, your mouth opens into buccal cavity. Okay, your buccal cavity, the floor of the buccal cavity contains tongue. Roof of the buccal cavity contains palate, and side by side in the side portions, lateral side, you have teeth. Okay, teeth is present in the upper jaw and lower jaw. Fine. Teeth is present in the upper jaw and lower jaw. Okay, there are totally 32 teeth are present in an adult. Okay, upper 16, lower 16. There are totally 4 types of teeth are present, which helps to cut and grind the food. Okay, that aids in digestion. Fine. What are the 4 types of food? What are the 4 types of teeth? Incisor, canine, premolars, and molars. Okay, first 4 teeth is incisor, and next one is canine, and next 2 is premolar, and next 3 is molars. Okay, your last molar, it develops at the age of 20. Okay, and it is also known as wisdom tooth. Fine. So this is your teeth. It helps to cut and grind the food. And in your buccal cavity you have tongue. It is a small muscular organ. As I said before, it is the active muscle present in your body. Okay, and the upper surface of your tongue, it contains the taste buds or papilla that helps for the taste sensation. Not only that, your tongue also helps in swallowing the food. Okay, it pushes the food backwards so that it helps in the process of swallowing. Okay, this is function of tongue. Okay, now let's talk about the salivary gland. There are totally 3 types of salivary glands are there: parotid gland, submandibular gland or submaxillary gland, and sublingual gland. Okay, parotid gland, submandibular gland, and sublingual gland. The largest gland is parotid gland, which is present in the below the ear, and smallest gland is sublingual gland, which is present sublingual, so below the tongue, and submandibular or submaxillary gland. Okay, these are the glands that secrete saliva. Okay, what is the function of saliva? It contains an enzyme called amylase that helps in the digestion of carbohydrates into glucose. Fine. So your digestion starts at mouth with the help of amylase enzyme, which is present in the saliva. Okay, now after that food goes to pharynx. Then it enters into esophagus. In the esophagus, in the upper, your esophagus is otherwise known as food pipe. Fine. Esophagus, in the upper end and lower end, you have sphincters. Okay. In upper, you have upper esophageal sphincter. Lower, you have lower esophageal sphincter. As I said before, what is a sphincter? It is a ring-like muscle that regulates the movement of the food. Fine. Okay. Till the upper esophageal sphincter, you can voluntarily control the movement of the food. Beyond that, you can't able to control the voluntarily control the food. Fine. And your food enters into the stomach through lower esophageal sphincter. Fine. And in your stomach, you have three parts again. This is your stomach. This is your lower esophageal sphincter, that is also known as gastroesophageal sphincter. And this part is called fundus. And this is your body. This is cardiac region and this is pyloric region. Your stomach has three regions: fundus, cardiac, pyloric. Fine. And this pyloric region opens into pyloric sphincter that opens into duodenum, that is a part of small intestine. Okay. The food after coming to the stomach, in the stomach, there is a digestive juice, that is gastric juice is present. It consists of pepsin, HCl, etc. Okay, that helps in the digestion of the food. Hydrochloric acid. Now after that, the food mixes with the acid and enzymes. Then it goes to duodenum via this pyloric sphincter. Fine. And after it goes to duodenum, in the duodenum, it is associated with liver and pancreas. Fine. Okay. This is your duodenum. This is pancreas, which is a leaf-like organ. And can you see here? This is duodenum. This is a pancreas, that is leaf-like organ, and this is liver. In the liver, you have gallbladder. Okay. Liver secretes bile juice. Okay. Bile juice secreted by liver, and it is stored in the gallbladder. Okay. Your liver has two ducts. They are nothing but hepatic ducts. Okay. Okay. These two ducts are combined to form common hepatic duct. Okay. Common hepatic duct. And gallbladder, the duct from the gallbladder is called cystic duct. So the cystic duct and the hepatic duct, they combine to form common bile duct. Okay. So this common bile duct contains bile juice. This bile juice, that is the common bile duct, and from the pancreas you have pancreatic juice is secreted. Okay. Pancreas secretes pancreatic juice and it is carried by the pancreatic duct. So your pancreatic duct and the common bile duct, they meet at the hepatopancreatic ampulla. Okay. Which opens into duodenum. Okay. So pancreatic juice and the bile juice are deposited in the duodenum. What is the function of these two juices? Your bile juice contains lipase enzyme, which helps in the fat deposition, fat digestion. Okay. And your pancreatic juice, it contains so many enzymes like pepsin, that is a protease enzyme. Okay. It helps in the digestion of protein. Lipase is for fat digestion. Pepsin is for protein digestion. Amylase is for carbohydrate digestion. Okay. These are the enzymes that helps in the digestion. Fine. So in the duodenum, the digestion occurs and it goes to duodenum, jejunum and ileum. Fine. And finally it enters into large intestine. In large intestine, only the excess water and additional vitamins, they are the absorption of the excess water and vitamins are occurs in the large intestine, but not that much digestion happens in the large intestine. Fine. And in the large intestine, the last part is the rectum. Okay. In the rectum, the fecus, it is temporarily stored in the rectum. Okay. Your fecus is stored in the rectum. What is fecus? It is nothing but food waste. Okay. Your food waste are temporarily stored in the rectum and it is eliminated via anus. That process of elimination of the fecus is called defecation or egestion. Okay. So this is how your digestive system. Okay. It enters through mouth and after the digestion and absorption, assimilation, finally egestion through anus. Okay.